Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys all doing? It's been a little bit again. Um, it is Saturday, August 20. Is today the 24th? I am so mixed up on my days. I've taken this past week off for a little vacation, actually kind of a staycation. I didn't have any plans to go anywhere. You have to have money in order to go someplace. And so I just wanted to kind of have a little bit of a respite. We had auditors at work the week before, and I just needed kind of a mental break. You ever take one of those? You need kind of a mental health break. Well, I think I need a mental health break to go back to work because I have had one heck of a roller coaster week. I'll start out with the Topiramate. I'm down a couple more pounds, which is good. And still on the 50 milligrams, not doing a whole lot different, but just still steady with that. My eating has not been the greatest. For a few days, I didn't eat a whole lot this week just because of the stress load that I've been under this week. And if you want to know a little bit more, stick around. If you don't, you can slip out and go about your day, but I hope that you stick around for a little while. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to our family, our little family here. Click like and subscribe down below so that you know when I upload a video, and you can hear about my updates and things that are going on in my life. Not that there's anything that greatly exciting, but I like to share with you guys because you mean so much to me. I really count on you guys, and I like to share some funny diets that I find out there on the web that I just think are just stupid sometimes and interesting. Anyway, what has my week consisted of? I have been in the process of trying to look for a different vehicle. My vehicle is 12 years old, and my son and I went looking at different vehicles on Monday, and whoo, that was a trip and a half. We went and I test drove several vehicles at different places. The last place I went, I was getting quite tired, quite weary at the end of the day. Usually I'm on my game, but Monday by 7:30 at night, I was fading fast. So it's a good thing that my son was with me because he was kind of my voice of reason, because the salesperson there, who, while he was a nice enough kid, was also trying to press me to put my initials on a piece of paper, had a marker in my hand, and it was just like a white plain piece of paper, wanting me to initial a piece of paper for them to just hold the vehicle so they'd take it off the market while I thought about it. And my son was like, no, don't do it. And so the salesperson's here and my son is over here, and I'm like going, and I'm just so tired. I just want the day to be over. I just want to go home. I feel kind of like I'm in the twilight zone. And like I said, I just was not on my game at all. And just tired and wanted to go home. And my son's over here going, no. And the other kid is looking at my son like, you're not committed to anything and you're just initialing it for us to hold. And my son said, I said, no, put the pen down. We're out of here. And so it was actually a marker. I put it down and we left. Earlier on in the day, the day before I had pulled out my car title, only to find out that the lien holder, mind you, I had paid off my car 6+ years ago. The lien holder was still on the title. So let this be a lesson to you. If any of you out there are looking to get a different vehicle, if you've already paid off your current vehicle, check ahead of time to make sure that your title is off. If it's been quite some time since you've paid off your vehicle and the title is still on there, go to mytitlesupport.com, mytitlesupport.com, in order to get the paperwork so that you can get that cleared. That's what I ended up having to do because I got a hold of the bank. I'm in Wisconsin. The bank that I was dealing with was out in Sacramento, California. It's been too many years. They directed me to mytitlesupport.com. So I started out with that. Then my son and I were going through all these different dealerships and I was test driving different vehicles. And so by the time the end of the day rolled around, I was whipped. Tuesday, I blocked the whole day off just for myself. I needed to not go anywhere, not do anything. I didn't want to see a vehicle, hear about a vehicle, touch a vehicle, drive a vehicle, nothing. And I didn't do anything on Tuesday. Nothing at all. I didn't do laundry. I didn't do dishes. I just took care of my animals and myself. And that was it. And for you also, you need to know that that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly fine. Sometimes we just need to do that. Rolled around to Wednesday morning. I got a call from my mother. Can you take me to the doctor? Not feeling too good. Absolutely. When my mother calls, you know she's not feeling good. She's not feeling good, because she never wants to go to the doctor like any of us do. But I mean, you just know that she's really not feeling good. End up putting her in the hospital, finding out that her heart was an AFib, which is where your heart is not beating in rhythm. For those of you who might not know what AFib is, atrial fibrillation. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that quite right. They put her on a couple different medications, one to lower her heart rate because her heart rate was up to like 127, and to bring down her blood pressure, and then another one to be a blood thinner, thin out her blood, because the bottom part, the way they explained it to us, the bottom part of her heart, the blood was kind of pooling down there, and with her heart being an AFib, not beating the way it should, the blood is kind of pooling down there, and if you don't have a blood thinner, the blood can clot, and it can send a clot anywhere in the body, and you can be done. So they kept her overnight for observation. I stayed with her a good portion of the day until early evening. Came home Thursday morning, went up, and when I got up there, I was up there by 8:30, and she was already signing paperwork for her release, which was good. She made it through the night very well. Stopped and got her prescriptions, stopped and saw an insurance person who knows a lot more than I do about Medicare and Part D and things like that. I wanted to make sure that she had the best coverage that she possibly could. Another little tidbit that I learned, that the government apparently sets a $450 deductible straight across the board for everybody. You can buy it back and get a zero deductible, but it's quite a high premium every month. So if you are in the age range, and I'm not sure how old everybody is here, so please don't take offense if you're not in that age range. I'm not. That's no disrespect to anybody, but just giving you some general information, if not for you, maybe for a loved one that you have, maybe a parent or something. For my mother, she had never been on any kind of prescription medication, so I told her the plan that she's on, which she's got a good plan. The higher premium at the zero deductible was no good for her because it was just going to cost her too much for the amount of prescriptions that she needs. So we got that taken care of. I took her out for lunch. I took her home, kind of got her settled in, stayed there with her for a while. Then I finally came home. I was supposed to have my house reassessed because everybody in the town is getting their house reassessed. Had to call them Wednesday afternoon to get that rearranged. Thursday, which was yesterday, 2 days ago. Today's Saturday. Sorry, like I told you, my week's been crazy. I'm going to try and make this a fast video. That was Thursday. I brought her home Friday, which was yesterday. yesterday morning, I went to my local car dealer, filled out some paperwork to find out if I could get financing for a different vehicle, which was stressful because I wasn't sure if I could. I'm still paying off debt from my divorce, which happened 7.5 years ago. No, I'm not proud of that fact, but it is my truth. And I'm getting there. I've got it well over half paid off, but I still have some left. Fast forward, I did get approved for financing, so that was a blessing. Then early afternoon, I had a court hearing because I requested to have my no contact order with my ex extended for another 4 years in Wisconsin. Fun fact, you can only get up to 4 years at a time on a no contact order. Without going into too much detail, if you want to know more, I can potentially do a video for that. You can comment down below. I can give you some information to a point. But anyway, thankfully the judge did grant me another 4 years, and which it was very nerve-wracking. I didn't know if he was actually going to grant it, but he did, and I'm so unbelievably thankful. It just gives me some peace of mind. And I had barely eaten all day yesterday, and so I ordered a pizza last night, and I refilled my Topiramate, picked all that up, and didn't realize just how weary I was until I was standing at where I was picking up the pizza, looking in the cooler at all of the drinks and kind of zoning out. And a friend came up to me and was like, kind of joking around with me, "You don't even know what you want." And I kind of shook myself and I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't." And I just realized at that moment my whole body was just exhausted from the whole week of, I'm 12 minutes in, but I've told you a lot of all that has transpired throughout the week. And so I proceeded to finish up picking up the pizza and everything, and I had already picked up my prescription. Went home, and my daughter and granddaughter stopped by real quick. She wanted to pick up something of hers out of the house, and so I was talking to my granddaughters for just a couple minutes, and then they took off. I watched a little of Dog the Bounty Hunter. I don't know if any of you have ever watched that. I am still sad that Beth Chapman is gone. I still cannot believe that she's passed away. That's still heart-wrenching to me. She was my age, and she's gone. I believe it was throat cancer that she had. That still rocks my world that she's gone. But so I've been just kind of enjoying that. And I was in bed by 8:30 last night. I was back up again, awake probably about between 5 and 6 this morning, and laid there for a while, got up, showered, and went back over to my mom's, spent some time with her today. And my sister stopped by, and we just spent some good quality time together. And then we parted ways and let Mom rest for a while. And tomorrow is church, and I have to go clean the office where I work and maybe do a few things, maybe get a little work done there since I've been MIA all week at work, of course, on my staycation. And finally go back to work so I can get some rest. Hit that like button if you've ever been in that position before. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that's got to go back to work to get some rest. That's terrible. But that's my crazy week. I'm going to give you just a couple crazy diets before I go. I'm 14 minutes in. I won't keep it too long. Somebody told me I have too long of a video. I guess, I'm sorry. Sometimes I do get a little long-winded. I know that. If you don't like it, you can always feel free to click off. That's your prerogative. There's nothing holding you here, so feel free. That's all I can tell you. Otherwise, stick around. Have you ever heard of the werewolf diet? It says, don't worry, the werewolf diet doesn't have you hunting prey and howling at the moon. What it does have you do is almost as crazy, though. Ingesting only water and fruit and veggie juice for 24 hours during the full moon or the new moon. Not only are you missing out on chewing on real food, but you're also setting yourself up for failure. Experts say there's no research to back it up, and you'll regain any weight you lose. So, forget the werewolf diet. And we just had a full moon back on the 15th. So for this month, you've missed it. So rest assured, you can wait till next month. 5-bite diet. Can you imagine only eating 10 bites of food a day? Oh, heck no. Experts say it's an eating disorder waiting to happen, and it isn't even a little bit healthy. Surprisingly, it was created by an actual medical professional, Dr. Alwyn Lewis of Burbank, California, and involves skipping breakfast, then eating only 5 bites of food for lunch and 5 bites for dinner. Yes, you can eat anything you want, but it's still so low calorie that this and other crash diets can really mess up your body, causing everything from heart palpitations to a decrease in your immune function. For more ways to stick to your current healthy regime, check out these 30 best ways to stick to any diet. I don't know what that was. I must have cut that out, so ixnay on that part. But the 5-bite diet, don't do it. Remember, these are the crazy diets. I am not suggesting you do any of these. I'm suggesting that you don't. I just want to share a little bit of funny stuff with you of the crazy stuff that people come up with. The military diet. We'll just do this last one and then I'm going to close, okay? The military diet, also called the hot dog diet. I don't mind a hot dog diet, I don't mind a hot dog, but okay, let's see what they tell us, okay? Involves eating things like hot dogs and tuna to lose weight. I don't mind tuna. There are claims that it boosts your metabolism and can make you lose 10 pounds in a week. But according to experts, that's all false. You might lose some water weight, but the low calorie count can put your body straight into starvation mode, which actually slows down your metabolism, not speeds it up. And because your body thinks you're starving, you'll actually end up packing on more pounds after your diet is over to actually get the most. Oh, that's another blurb they're putting in. So I'm not going to read that last bit because I don't remember where I did pick this up from. But so, you would like a hot dog, have a hot dog. You like tuna, have some tuna. But don't do the military diet, folks, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to cut this one short because we don't want to have it too long. I'm already 18 minutes in. But I just really hope you guys are doing great. Thank you guys so much for sharing underneath the videos of what you're doing, how you're doing, how much of milligrams that you're on of Topiramate, or if you're on Topiramate. I do want to say really quickly, though, if you are experiencing some drastic side effects from this Topiramate, please go see your doctor right away, because Topiramate just may not be for you and you may need to get on a different medication. That doesn't mean you can't come back here. It doesn't mean that you can't share what else that you may be put on. We're still family. That does not change a thing. But I just want you guys to be safe and I want you to be healthy. So if you are experiencing some drastic side effects, please, please, please go back to your doctor, because they can't read your mind. You need to talk to your doctor and tell them, him or her, what it is that you're experiencing and say, I just really don't think this is working for me. What else can I possibly do? Okay? I want you to be safe. That's the most important here, okay? So with that, I pray that you are healthy. I pray that you are happy. And I pray that you are safe. And I pray that you have peace in your life. Until we meet again, my friends, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.